Last Winter Snowman, a snowy story from the Gaspé Coast, Chapter 7, Part 3, The Snowman Story. And if you haven't been following the story and you want to catch up with it, you can find the link to the beginning of the story at the same place that you found this. The story continues. Suddenly, he felt the snow from under him slip away. He lost his balance and began to roll down a hill. Faster and faster he tumbled, and became so dizzy that everything around him was nothing but a blur of branches and trees. Then he felt a great thump and came to a halt. Dazed, he lay there for some time, trying to understand what had happened. He knew he had crashed into something big because he felt every snowflake on his body tingle, but luckily he had not broken apart. With all his might, he managed to lift himself up and look around. Despite his fear, a smile formed on his frozen face. Standing there before him was the tallest tree that he had ever seen. He looked up, trying to see the top, but it was much too high. Its huge branches blocked out the early morning light, and he felt the comfort of the cold air standing beside it. The snowy owl hooted again from one of its upper branches to let him know that he had found the hollow tree. Looking around, he could see that this was the perfect place for a snowman to hide from the hot days of summer. He pushed himself through the opening in the tree's large trunk, knowing that this would be his home until the snow fell next winter. Once inside the tree, he felt its icy chill. It was dark except for the tiny holes made by the birds that occasionally traveled in and out of it. He heard the squirrels chitter-chatter as they warned of an intruder in their tree. He felt safe inside, and he knew he would patiently wait for a winter blizzard that would fill the forest and fields with a heavy snowfall so that he could return to his home in the schoolyard. Spring eventually turned into summer, and the air inside the tree remained cold enough to keep him from melting. He was happy there, and the many birds and squirrels and other forest creatures kept him entertained with their adventures outside the tree. On the days when he felt lonely, thoughts of next winter's snowstorm made him smile. Soon he would be back in the yard with the children, listening to their laughter. This snowy story from the Gaspé Coast will continue next time with Chapter 7, Part 4, The Snowman Story. For those who want to find out what happens next to the little snowman who is afraid to melt, you can come back here and I'll continue to tell the story. Or you can go to Amazon and find the ebook version, which is now published on Kindle. Just look for Last Winter Snowman.